Well, can we call it a blessing in disguise? Because to me, it sounds like one. We all know that Arsenal went ahead to obviously play against a team known as Bayer Leverkusen, and they went ahead to obviously beat Arsenal. Arsenal went ahead to draw 1-1 in Germany, and when they came to London, it was Arsenal that went ahead to obviously beat them by 2-0. Beautiful goals from Ebelechi Eze, one of those goals that I still really visualize in my eyes in there, because it was really a very beautiful one. And then we also had a Declan Rice scoring another one from outside the 10 yards box area. But amidst all what that happened, there is a blessing in disguise that really happened to a player at Bayern Munich who goes by the names of Kofane, Christian. And he has found himself in a position of really winning hearts of people at Arsenal. And ever since that game, stories have gone ahead to start coming in through that they are going to obviously monitor the player. You get? And the monitoring is really underway. You understand? So, smash the like button and let's obviously get into this big story. And guys, this month, with effect from this month, you're obviously gonna really feel the heat. How are you guys gonna feel the heat? Because for what you call for is what I obviously give you. That is it. What you call for is what I really give you as you, the viewers of this channel. Because I 100% know that this side of Rokani Media Football has been forsaking you by not really giving you enough stories. But here I come to bring you stories after stories, opening up the day with the live stream, and it's from that live stream that inspired me to do this video. However much I had already gone ahead to post it on our X account, but someone, I've even forgotten his name, came up and obviously told me, please Rokani, go ahead. He's called Albert. He told me, can you say something about Christian Kofane? And I'm like, you got served. Now, Platigol, Tier 1 journalist coming in through from Sky, Germany, obviously, went ahead to obviously put out this story in here. And he said, Arsenal are monitoring Kofane. The striker impressed in the USL quarterfinals. Several top English clubs are also interested. And Madrid have been keeping an eye on him as well. Leverkusen are demanding between 60 to 70 million euros for a summer transfer for Kofane in there for you. He added and said, top transfer by Rofels and Frankenberg. Both are in good contact with agent Eric Deplau in there for you. So, guys, Arsenal is in for this 19-year-old. And before we obviously break it down, let's obviously get to know who is Kofane. Christian Kofane, Michael, is a Cameroonian professional footballer who plays as a forward for Bundesliga club Bayer Leverkusen, and he plays for the Cameroon national team. He was born on July 26th, 2006, meaning that he's 19 years of age in Douala, Cameroon. So he's an African born. Cameroon national football team in there for you. He puts on shirt number 26 in there for you. And he's 1.89 meters tall. That is Kofane for you. So, Kofane is 19 years of age. He's still a teenager, and he's one of those players that Arsenal want to bring in. And his youth career, he was at AS Vatican Sport Etude. Then he went at AS Nylon to 2025, he was at Albacete in there for you, and he played 20 games and scored 8 goals. Now, that's where Bayer Leverkusen went ahead, obviously signed him, and they brought him in the summer of 2025. He has played for Cameroon under 20, and he has also gone ahead to feature for the Cameroon national team. Now, when they are going to the African Cup of Nations, there is this other Cameroon goal scorer. What is his name? Goal scorer. Let me look for his name. goal scorer who played in AFCON, 2023 and scored very many goals. He played in the World Cup and scored against Brazil. He's called Vicente Abubakar. Now, Vicente Abubakar was a man who came in through and obviously scored very many goals for the Brazil national team. And when I read the provisional squad and he was not there, I was like, what is this manager doing? Yet this manager knew to it that there is an emerging talent known as Kofane that deserves a chance to play at AFCON, and indeed, he took him at AFCON, and his performances were not bad for the 19-year-old. At the AFCON, he played 4 games and scored 2 goals in there for you. So that he is Christian Mike Kofane. Now, this guy plays for Bayer Leverkusen. This season, he has played 24 games, scored 5 goals, and he has 3 assists. The FB Pokal Cup, 4 games, 1 goal. UEFA Champions League, 11 matches. And he has gone ahead to score 1 goal. That is Kofane for you. Now, in total, he has gone ahead to play 39 games. And he has 7 goals and 3 assists. Now, for a 19-year-old to come in through and obviously have a all-goal involvement of 10, it's really great because he still even has some other games to play for Bayer Leverkusen. That is really very, 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 very important. Now, one will ask, why is Arsenal interested in this guy? By the way, I rarely watch the full matches for Bundesliga, but I catch the highlights. And he's one of those who... Sorry about it. He's one of those who is tall enough to obviously come and really fit into that side of Arsenal because he's a tall lad, towering of a lad, I can tell you, almost 1.9 meters tall. And amidst him being that tall lad, sorry about that, he is a player that has gone ahead to embrace a lot of the other aspects of the game. His first touch is good. Link-up play is good. Aerial duels, he's good. And his aerial progress is unquestioned. He's a good clinical player. And I know why Arsenal are really trying to chase out on a player like him. Because players in Germany, one of the forwards they signed from Germany last season are really doing well in the Premier League. And who are we talking about? We are talking about Ekitike. I think he now has 17 goals in the across all competition at Liverpool. And then Benjamin Sesko at Man United, I think he now has, 10, 11 goals? Let me check Sesko. Sesko came in from RB Leipzig, right? And he now has 9 goals and 1 assist at Man United. That is Benjamin Sesko. So, Hugo Ekitike is firing up all cylinders at Liverpool. Amidst him coming in through as an understudy for Isak. Isak is not Isakaring, and I tell you what, he's just returned from injury, and we don't know whether he will even feature for their game that he's going to be playing over the weekend against Man City in the FA Cup. But what does that really teach you? It teaches you something important, that sometimes talent does vary. And in this particular aspect, Ekitike is looking more vibrant and more productive than a man known as Alexander Isak. Though I still believe that if at all Isak can obviously solve his problems of injuries, he can obviously come and surpass Hugo Ekitike. Or the manager can find means of really playing them together into a team. So, with those people doing well, because even Florian Wirtz is really trying to pick up at Liverpool. He really had a horrible first 10 games, and now I think in the last 10 games of Liverpool combined, he's really looking great. Now, Arsenal is like, now, if they say 70 to 80 million euros, we can pay it, because we've seen players coming through from that side at that amount of money, and they've gone ahead to perform very well. Hugek Tike came in through, I think, at 80 million euros. He's performing very well. Benjamin Sesko, 86 million euros from RB Leipzig to Man United, is performing very well. And you can even hint on Florian Wirtz, 150 million euros from Bayer Leverkusen, the same club, and he's obviously going that side. Now, when you look at the team of Bayer Leverkusen, if they ever make this deal happen, then they would have gone ahead to make a lot of profit, because, you know, for Florian Wirtz, they made what we call abnormal profits, and there comes in through a guy called Christian Kofane, who is really doing wonders at the side of Liverpool in there for you. Sorry, at the side of Bayer Leverkusen. So he can come in through as a perfect signing at the club of Arsenal, because one, he won't demand in for dropping straight into the starting 11 for the side of Liverpool. You understand? Sorry, for the side of Arsenal, he'll be like, I am the understand of Victor Gyökeres, and Victor Gyökeres, I think, is turning 28 this year. That means that Arsenal will be grooming another player in the making, and I think they are trying to do the style of Man City. Remember Man City? When they had Erling Haaland and Jesus left, they went ahead and obviously signed Julian Alvarez, you know, a player that they made huge profit from. Though for Julian Alvarez came in through from South America, and that's why he came in through for 20 million euros. But right now, Kofane playing at Bayern Leverkusen, 60, 70, 80 million euros, to me, it's really good for him, because he can come in through and really gate into the mix and really do the needful at the club of Arsenal. Because all I know is that Arsenal are going to be bringing a forward. That's a must. And if that's the must, then Jesus is expected to leave the club of Arsenal in there for you. And that means he'll mark the end of his journey. Though, you never know. He might be like, I'm willing to take a pay cut and I'll set the club of Arsenal to fight for my position. That will also be possible. But Kofane coming in through, that means that now Arsenal will be having two forwards. But in the modern game, two forwards are not enough. You know, two forwards are not really enough. You must be having more than one forward in there for you. So, Kofane, Christian, is really doing the right wonders at that side, and Arsenal have gone in for him, and they want to bring him in. Now, I've seen people asking me, he plays with which foot? Obviously, let me let you know, he plays with a right foot, you know, and he only plays in one position. He can play as a center forward only. His contract expires in 2029. That means he signed a 4-year contract, because he joined on the 11th of July 2025 in there for you. So he's really good, and I tell you, aerial duels, if at all you know the club of Arsenal, they are really good at obviously barring in crosses that are really very, very, very calling, to see to it that they really put out a very fantastic performance in as far as scoring set pieces are really concerned. No team in Europe is going to have to score many set pieces in the club of Arsenal, and if Kofane comes in through, I tell you, all will be well for him, because Arsenal is good at that. And with how they are planning to obviously improve onto their left attacking side to bring in an explosive and creative forward, I think it will speak volumes to the club of Arsenal when this lad really comes in through. So that is it for Kofane. Arsenal are monitoring him, but remember, the list of strikers is growing day after day. The strikers that Arsenal are really interested in, the list is growing day after day. That is it. Because if Kofane has joined, they are looking at a player called Julian Alvarez is another one. Arsenal is looking at which other forward, you know. They're like 5 forwards that have been linked to the club of Arsenal that are all doing good. And we are waiting to see how things really pan out for the club of Arsenal into this particular encounter. So guys, your thoughts onto this are welcome in the comment section below. Do you think Arsenal is doing great work to monitor Christian Kofane? Because when they played, by the way, he really looked good, especially in that game they played away in Bayern Leverkusen. And when I was really looking at him and how he really looked great. He's a guy that really went ahead to give hard time to that defense of Arsenal. And if you are really that person who has gone ahead to give hard time to the defense of Arsenal, and you know Arsenal has one of the best defenses in the world, then that proves to us that you're really good enough. Let me read to you some of the stats in there. He had 0 shots in that game at goal, but he had total shots in there. He had 2 shots, at the goal of Arsenal, 1 on target and 1 was blocked. Then when he went to passes, in that game they played away in Germany, 0 assists. Key passes, he had 3 key passes. Accurate passes, 17 out of 18. That was a 94%. That was really red. Passes in opposition half, 15 out of 16, 94%. Passes in own half, 2 out of 2, that is 100%. So the guy has a very good passing accuracy. Now, dribbles, 33 touches. He had only 4 unsuccessful touches. 2 dribbles were really successful, 2 out of 2, meaning that he got 100%. He was fouled 3 times by the defenders of Arsenal, lost possession 6 times. Total carrying distance, 135.7 meters. He had 10 carries. Progressive carries were 3. Total progression, 7.25 meters. Progressive carrying distance, 7.2 meters. Longest progressive carry, he carried the ball for 35 meters. It shows you how good he is. Defensively, he had no defensive action in there for you. And, he had 5 early ground duels. He won 5 out of 8, and aerial, he won 1 out of 3 in there for you. Now, when we go to the runs, he covered 10.5 kilometers, total speed 33 kilometers per hour, number of sprints 17, walking plus jogging, he contributed to 8.36 meters, and running 1.24 kilometers. High speed running 0.5 kilometers per hour and sprinting 0.35 per hour. That is Kofane Christian for you. And now you know why Arsenal really needs this player, because he really has all those attributes that Arteta is looking at. Second video of the day, and after this upload, I'll be getting you into Arsenal and their game they're obviously going to be playing tomorrow against a team known as Southampton in the FA Cup. I'm waiting for the updates to come from Mikel Arteta. When they are in, I'll obviously drop them in here for you as you, the viewers of Rokani Media Football, because you are the guys that are not supposed to miss out on anything that concerns your club. I love you all, and keep it this channel, and let's continue to see to it that you guys subscribe so that we grow big in numbers and continue to subscribe. I'm out. Bye-bye.